Hey, what is going on, guys? In this video today, we're going to be talking about what, in my opinion, is undeniably the most underrated weapon in all of Fortnite Battle Royale. And if you can read the title, or you just saw the weapon I used to absolutely blow these guys to shreds, we are going to be discussing the grenade launcher and why it is one of the most overpowered weapons in the game if used in the hands of someone who knows how to use it and is a solid overall player. So if I were to ask, an average or just solid Fortnite player, name me the 3 or 4 weapons in Fortnite that you would consider, really, really good or even overpowered. They'd probably say the SCAR, the pump shotgun, the RPG, maybe the TAC or the sniper. I would guess you'd have to go about 6 or 7 weapons deep before anyone would mention the grenade launcher. So I am going to be proving to you guys today, and hopefully the gameplay will back me up, about why people do not understand how to use the grenade launcher correctly and how you can use it in your game to absolutely dominate. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, most people opt for RPGs in Fortnite for one reason and one reason only, because they look really, really cool and they can be used directly to kill players. That doesn't mean the grenade launcher can't be, but it is so simple to kill someone with an RPG. You simply get high ground, aim down at their feet, and shoot the RPG. With the grenade launcher, it's a little more complicated, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But first off, the #1 advantage the grenade launcher has over any weapon in Fortnite Battle Royale, and specifically the RPG, which so many people opt for to use over the grenade launcher, is building destruction. The RPG only has a clip size of 1 rocket and a relatively long reload time. So if you're shooting at a building that's any amount far away and you don't have the high ground on it, it is so easy to deal with an RPG. We've all been in, the 3 high 1v1, probably the most meta building structure in the game, a square, you build it 3 times up, and we've all been shot at by a guy with an RPG close to across the map. It is so easy to deal with that if you're only a decent player, because the rockets are coming at you in intervals about 3 seconds apart. All you need to do is replace the singular wall that they're shooting with the RPG, and you won't even have to worry about it at all. You just replace the wall, take a drink of water, replace the wall, start working on your homework, replace the wall. It is comically easy to deal with. Grenade launcher, on the other hand, totally different because of the principle of max distance grenade launching. Basically, the grenades you shoot out of a grenade launcher do not explode right away or on first impact like an RPG does. They have to travel a certain distance or be on the map for a certain amount of time before they explode. So as you're about to see in this clip coming up here in a few seconds, where I'm going to use the grenade launcher to absolutely obliterate this team of, I believe, 4 players, what you have to do is get the ideal distance away to where when you shoot those grenades out of your grenade launcher, they blow up right on top of people or right at the feet of their base. As you see here, these guys got a nice comfy base. They have the high ground on me, but I am basically letting these grenades rip out of the grenade launcher, and it's almost like 6 rockets coming at a guy at once. It's so easy to deal with 1 rocket, when it's coming at you, and then 3 seconds later another one comes. With a grenade launcher, you're getting all 6 at you in the span of about 1, maybe 2 seconds max, and that is so incredibly hard to deal with. Not only keeping your building intact, but it's also very hard to locate grenades that are being shot at you to kill you. So that is why the grenade launcher is so good. I'll be honest, it's a bit situational. Maybe the RPG can be used in more situations, but with what you're seeing here, when there's a team of 3 or 4 or even just 1 person camping in any kind of a building structure, if you have a grenade launcher and you know the max distance to where you're shooting it and it's almost blowing up in midair inside of or at the very feet of their structure, you are just going to absolutely rip people to shreds and kill guys before they even know what hit them. Like I said, it is so hard to locate grenades being shot at you. This is one of the weapons that I struggle with, and probably one of the weapons I die to the most in Fortnite, just because even the best players, you can't build to block max distance grenade launches. And that max distance thing is one of the reasons people don't use this weapon as much as they use the RPG, because I'll be honest with you, there is a bit of a learning curve. You're not going to be great with the grenade launcher in your first or your second or even your third game. You're going to really need to go out there and just learn situationally when you're at the max distance and when you're not. Sometimes you're going to be too close to where if you shoot it where you think it's going to land max distance, it'll actually blow up past their base and they'll be fine. Sometimes you'll be too close to where you'll try to shoot it at the feet of their base and it won't blow up in time, it'll bounce off, and it just overall won't be used to the max effect. You're also going to need to learn angles. That's a big part of max distance grenade launching. I like to mainly stay around the optimal angle of about 45 to 60 degrees, where you're not shooting it on a total straight line, but there's a decent amount of arc on it, but you know, also not too high to where it's blowing up on top of people before it can do any damage to them, because that's also not good. But trust me when I tell you guys, too many people in this game use RPGs over grenade launchers, and even though the grenade launchers definitely are a bit more situationally used than RPGs, it's a situation you definitely get into a lot. I mean, seriously, especially if you play solos, everyone's been there. You know, end game, there are 6 people left and all 6 of them are in 1x1 3 high cubes at the edge of the circle. That is the perfect situation where grenade launchers are so much better than RPGs, and not many people know that. So if you guys go out there and practice, I guarantee you this will improve your game. You'll probably shock your friends how they're all opting for RPGs and you're putting in work with the grenade launcher instead. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned something from the commentary or the gameplay. Leave a like, leave a comment, do whatever the heck you want, and I will catch you guys next time.